Alrighty, it looks like we are recording on day 2 of online learning. I hope yesterday wasn't too frustrating for you guys. I hope that you're able to understand a couple of these platforms that your teachers are providing you, such as Google Meet, Zoom, Google Classroom. I hope you guys are comfortable enough with Google Classroom as we've been working on it. Any questions, once again, that you guys have, I hope that you're reaching out to me and we're able to work through those. I'm actually recording this right now today. It's Saturday for me, but you guys are seeing this on Tuesday for you. So I hope by this time we've already had some form of contact and I've been able to answer any questions that you guys might have. Today, it's kind of a quick lesson I'm going to try to go through on ratios. Okay, ratios. Now, we yesterday should have completed our distance, rate, and time and discussed what that looks like in terms of formulas and what that looks like when applying it to a word problem. Now, today we're going to talk about ratios, what a ratio is. Now, we might have briefly, when I think back, we might have briefly touched on the subject of ratios, but we're going to go a little bit more in depth today with what ratios are exactly. So ratios are when two things are proportional to each other, which that means that they go up at the same rate. That's what we call a same scale factor. Okay, so I want you to almost think of like a teeter-totter, if you ever played on that when you were a kid, is you have one person on one end, one person on the other end. Maybe the person on this end weighs more and the person up here is way up here. Maybe the person here weighs more and the person over here is way up here. But being proportional, you'd probably weigh about the same, so you'd kind of teeter back and forth. Okay, that's what I want you to think about when I say a proportional to each other. Okay, so for example, if I say the number of plants are proportional to the number of people. Okay, so we're talking about plants in proportions to people. And now we want to try to solve, how can we find out if they're proportional to each other, or how can we find the scale factor? So if I were to say that there are 4 plants to 6 people, okay, and this time I'm going to write this down on a whiteboard. Hopefully it looks okay to you guys on your end. Yesterday I did terrible on the whiteboard on the screen there. I'm still practicing with that. So for now, we're just going to try it on this whiteboard. So I'm going to just write here. So if I were to say that there are 4 plants, I'm going to put PL for plants, to 6 people, put PE for people. Okay, that's how I'm starting setting this up. So there are 4 plants to 6 people. Then how many plants are there when we have 9 people? Or how many plants are there to people when we have 9 people, okay? So we draw our line here. We have now 9 people. Now, we don't know how many plants yet, so this can just be a question mark. Or you could put an X there, just like when we did our algebra problems earlier in this year. Okay, so we have 4 plants to 6 people. How many plants will we have to 9 people? Now, this is kind of a new topic for us today that we can try, or a new method that we can try, cross multiply. Take a look. We have a 4 and a 9. So you're going to multiply the 4 to the 9. We know that 4 times 9 is 36. Now, you take 36 and divide it by 6. 36 divided by 6, we know is, or I should put 36 divided by 6, we know is 6. So our scale factor equals 6. Okay, hopefully you guys could see that there. Now it's just a brief, quick example that I wanted to show you guys today. And I want for you guys to be able to practice that as well on your own. So first thing is, you hear, and let's walk through it one more time. First thing, you hear that you have 4 plants to 6 people. So let's write it out. You have 4 plants to 6 people. How many plants would you have to 9 people? So now we have 9 people, and we don't know how many plants. So we cross multiply. We multiply 4 times 9 or 9 times 4. Either way, it's fine. You're multiplying across the equation. You get 36 because we know that 4 times 9 is 36. And we divide by this number because what this would look like is 36 equals 6x. You guys remember doing this with our algebra? 36 equals 6x. So we want x to get by itself. It doesn't like having anybody by him. So we divide that by 6, divide that by 6. We get x equals 6 because 36 divided by 6 equals 6. Okay? It's kind of simple as that. Now, I know it can get difficult later on, but I just want to start off with something brief for you and something that we can practice. So for today, you're going to be practicing a couple of those problems, as well as you're going to do your that quiz. We're going to do our that quiz every single day. I want you guys to get in the habit of doing your that quiz because that will help you guys with those positive and negative integers that we were struggling with a little bit before we left. Okay, so we're going to do some ratio practice today. We're going to also do our that quiz today, and then there's going to be an online activity for you guys to complete as well. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.